Welcome to The Real Recipe, the podcast that brings you the perfect blend of real estate trends and topics, where we serve up fresh insights and sizzling strategies. So let's get cooking. We are back now. Same clothes, by the way. Just want to point that out. Back with our man, Drew, the head coach from Coldwell Banker.
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? How are we doing?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Like literally,
forever.
been a minute.
Literally, it's 60 seconds. Yeah.
So today we want to talk about social media content, or social media content creation, and converting to
Likes
to
leads.
Likes to
leads,
clients.
To clients.
it's business. Just how to take social media and use it as a lead gen
Yeah.
platform. For
Well,
yourself.
what did you say? What's it called?
What?
What's it called? What are we talking about?
Content.
Likes to leads?
Social media.
Social media?
yeah.
What's that first word?
Social.
So you make it social and it becomes something that converts. But when you try and sell, it doesn't convert. Nobody likes to be sold to.
That's why we do this.
Look at
By the way,
him.
that's
Look at
why.
him already.
that's why you-
going-
that's why you
he's
do
getting
this.
into
But
shtick. Yeah.
by the
Yeah,
way,
that's
that's,
right. That's why we do
exactly
this.
why we
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
I'm not selling you anything. We're teaching you about real
Exactly.
estate.
And I get to see who you are. I get to
Yeah.
see who you are.
Yeah. Well, great point, because when you look across the body of work for a lot of people, social media wise, it is such white noise today. It's so bland, so generic, and it's interesting to see the people who stand out, because you can very clearly see the boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's the person I want to pay attention to, and then you get all the white noise. And I think that it's really challenging today for people in real estate, not just from an agent perspective, but just generally attorneys, lenders, everybody that's involved in real estate to separate themselves away from the herd.
Yeah.
To create a social media presence that is more engaging, that provides value. You're not just being very very shallow and very fake. That you're trying to create some authenticity. So I think a lot of people have lost that.
No clickbaits. No clickbaiting.
Yeah, I mean, just every day I see. Okay, I don't care about the closing you had today. I really don't care about the still image of the closing that you had today.
That you Photoshop your face on top of.
I do that.
You know what? Oh, wait, that's what we should do.
Under contract.
Wait,
You do that.
I do that.
that's what we should do. We should just start photoshopping ourselves on everybody's closings, and then just start close another deal with us in the background.
So it's funny.
Oh my God,
I did it
hysterical.
for about 2 weeks. I'm just like stressed about posting to post this, shit, and I'd rather actually just post the shorts from the podcast and actually just put my face on things and stop like. But at the same time, I'm tagging the realtors, so I'm getting people engaged and like putting people out there. But I think you were kind of off air here. We were kind of chatting about like, well, do that, but do it in a different way.
Like, tell your story.
Right.
Like, what's the story of the closing?
Yeah.
So many agents, realtors, lenders, professionals in general, right? You think you have to be perfect on social.
No,
right?
not at all.
No.
Right? In fact, it's quite the
Tell
opposite.
me what you're learning as you go through.
Yeah.
Right? Like, for
Yeah.
instance, right? Our engineer and his 7 people over here. Like, if any of these people from his PR team were to talk about, listen, I'm new in this business. This is what I'm learning today. This is what I'm doing today. People want to hear that.
Yeah, the
People
authenticity of it.
pay
Yeah,
millions
yeah,
of
yeah.
dollars to Kim Kardashian to learn about her dumpster fire of a life because she's entertaining. See, if we look at social, it is
I don't.
all valuetainment.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Dude, they pay her billions of dollars
Yeah.
to see her dumpster
Well,
fire of a life.
Well,
Like,
yes,
I
but
like
she's not
watching
entertaining.
it.
But
No,
okay.
but let's just put this on the record, okay? I don't watch these things. I watch them via osmosis because my wife watches them.
Same.
Which means I walk in the room, I go, "What are you watching?" Oh,
Yep.
oh my God, is she crying? Oh my God,
Why
what
is she
happened?
crying?
Why is she crying?
And she's like, if you wanted to know, then just sit down and watch the show with me.
And then I go,
I don't-
"Fine."
Or I'm like, but I don't want to watch the show. And then I'm like,
Then you stand like this. and
wait,
you
who's
go,
that? I'm like, wait, who's that guy?
Is that Captain Ron? Is that Below Deck? God, I wish I'd been on one of those yachts.
How do you know characters on Below Deck?
Because our
we
wives watch the
it
show
via osmosis,
and it's on, and you just hear things.
100%.
Teresa.
But
So this
being
is what
real
you,
though.
This is what what
Housewives.
not to do
You
on
hear about
social
it.
media.
No, but being
Yeah,
real,
but you're
they're
right, it is
talking
real.
about their life. People
Yeah.
would rather look at Captain Ron, rather look at the behind the scenes for this, about your life and your kids, about what you do on the golf course.
Yeah.
More than they want to hear about business, more than they want to look at the clothes that haven't been folded sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
We escape. So the social has to have a valuetainment part of it. Like, look up someone like Christopher Benyamin. right? Chris Benyamin on social. He has mastered the art of creating value-based, funny listing videos.
Yes.
And what he does is
he has.
he uses something called MiniChat. You hear of MiniChat?
No.
It's an AI chatbot. I think it's like $15-20 a month that you can set it up. So he's like, this is my new listing, blah, 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 blah. And at the bottom, it's like, comment Rodeo for more information. And the second someone comments Rodeo, the MiniChat bot instantly sends them over a link. It's working smarter and harder, right? But it's providing value. See, if I can get someone to laugh, even for a second, it's all very strategic. Number one, because I believe life is way too serious not to laugh.
Yeah.
Always. Number two, if you get someone to laugh, they remember your brand, they remember your message.
So do you know, or have you seen, and you keep bringing up Sirhan, so you may have seen them, but have you seen Property Brothers-in-Law?
Have you seen the one that they just did with Property Brothers-in-Law?
So I know them. I know Ryan, and I know. Well, that's what I said. Did you see with
Yeah, I've
Sirhan?
seen- yeah.
So I know Mike and Ryan personally. Like I know them. We used to go to the gym. They're family friends of my wife's. Mike and I are in the same networking group. They provide so much laughter.
Correct.
Their account has. When
Yeah, the
I first met
engagement
them,
that they
April's
get, yeah.
known. My wife April has known Ryan since like high school. And Mike and Ryan are brother-in-laws, hence
Yep.
Property
And,
Brothers-in-Law. And I love the parody and the play on, right? Property Brothers.
Sure.
It's a great account. But the way they grew from when I first met them in 2020, when we were going to a gym in the middle of COVID, to where they are now, doing reels and parodies with Ryan Sirhan, like, it's
And that's the thing,
incredible.
content, like you just said, repeating that back, 2020 to 2024.
Yeah.
Content's a long game.
It's a long game.
People who think I'm going to prospect, all I'm going to do is put out reels all day. That's not going to get you business in the short term. Now,
No.
you keep
No,
doing
not
this
at all.
consistency every single day, sure, it's going to get
It's going to get you
business.
some stuff, yeah.
But if you're just one and done, it's not going to get you anything.
Well, right. I forget how often they post, but like if it's
consistent.
if it's once a week or it's twice a week, it's consistent in how they post.
Yeah.
And if it's once a week, you're like, damn, I can't wait till they drop the next one because that
Correct.
when Mike was in the middle of the street looking like a crazy strung out realtor, that one was amazing. And then they're now with Sirhan. Like it's unbelievable, like what they're doing. And
how it
but
works.
everyone is funny. Every single one is funny. They're both funny guys. But
Wait, have you seen the guy from Staten Island, Tony B?
Tony B,
Have you seen
Island
not seen
Wide
Tony B.
Realty.
Oh my God, this guy is
Never seen it.
He
Good?
reminds me of
Absolutely
like
Look it up.
one of my Italian uncles and New York uncles, right? And he's just his authentic self, but unbeknownst to him, he's funny to everyone out on the outside because he's his authentic Staten Island
Sure.
self, with the accent and
Right.
he's
He did,
he's
he
he's
did-
he's
wait, he
raw. He's got a vacant lot behind them, and he's like, yeah, it's a vacant lot selling for like $1 million. Guy's a good guy who
It's a
owns
good piece
it.
of land.
It's a good piece of land.
It's a good piece of land. You should buy it.
You should buy it.
That's it. That's his post.
You want it? Here's the number.
Call me.
718 blah blah blah. Tony B, Island Wide Realty. Give me a call.
Human, right?
Straight up
yeah, very,
human.
very,
I
very
love
Then
authentic.
that.
now he's collaborating with different like TikTok accounts. Whether
Yeah.
it's like the Italian, like the known Italian TikTok accounts and whatever, and they're all doing things together. It's but he was just being his authentic self,
Yeah.
not even doing it the perfect way. He was doing it his way,
Right.
and his way worked for him.
Well, the riches are in the niches.
Yeah.
Right. And his niche is that Long Island, or Staten Island, Tuaca, right?
yeah.
Yeah. By the way, funny note, my daughter talks with a Long Island accent?
Why is that?
I have no idea. I have no family in Long Island. Or maybe it's Staten Island, or maybe Boston. She goes,
Well, those are way different.
she
by the way.
goes,
Yeah,
Dad, give me that garbage. I'm like, what? She goes, give me that garbage right now and park the car. I'm like, say park the car. She goes, park the car.
That's the caw, like
caw, park the
CAW
caw.
is
Yeah.
New York.
So I don't know where it's
I
coming from.
lived in Framingham, Massachusetts with
So you know
my
both of
dad,
them, right?
and I grew up in Brooklyn.
Isn't that
Here we
crazy?
go again.
And-
We're
Park the
gonna
car.
start going.
You got-
going,
It's cool. I hope it
go-
sticks. I hope it
We're-
sticks.
we're
So
gonna
one
start
day-
going
You have
down
the
rabbit
departed.
hole
You have the
now.
departed where it's like I'm
go
not
park the car.
No, I'm not a cop. Like I'm not a cop.
I'm not a co-op.
I'm not a cop.
Yeah,
In New York's like
I'm not a cop.
it's like the dog.
Or water, right? Water for Philly.
Water. No, Philly. I don't.
I
even
say
get
Philly,
involved.
water.
Nah,
It's water.
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 Water. Water.
WDDER. Water.
Monday.
Monday. Use guys. Use guys. Oh, check this, John.
Can we,
John?
Can we
Yeah.
move
No,
this
keep
along?
this stuff in. I love
this
this.
is.
Can we
First of
move
all,
this
this is
along?
us. First of all, this is us.
It's a
being
real
our
recipe.
authentic
This
self.
is what we're doing.
No,
So-
listen. I have no.
So look,
no question about the
But
authenticity
let's add
of it.
some tangible, like real good value
that's what I'm saying.
right now.
That's
for
what I'm saying.
everybody.
Let's add
So
some
let's
value to this
unpack
conversation
this.
for
Number one,
people.
we're being our authentic self, and I think it's important to be authentic when you're
Completely
doing
agree.
this.
Completely
1,000% when you do it. Whether you're doing a
Authenticity,
podcast, whether you're
key.
doing a podcast, whether you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whether you're putting out a I don't know, what do you call it? A tweet on X? Like an X? What do you
X?
what yeah, what do you
It's a tweet. Let's just leave it as
Right?
a tweet.
Yeah, it's
What's he
like,
going to
come
call
on.
it? An Xy?
So no matter what you're doing, yes, if you put a tweet out, a post on Instagram, like make it authentic. Don't be fake. Don't try to sell. Stop trying to sell.
But not too authentic where you're trauma dumping, which is
Well-
apparently like a term for like the younger high school and
Oh,
college
there are
kids.
people that do that too.
Oh, well,
They
they
talk
get
about every
on
problem
TikTok
that they have,
and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
I'm so depressed." And like,
This
well,
is
and
crazy.
I'm not
I
knocking
can't believe I'm
depression, by
doing
the way.
this.
No,
Mental
of
health is
course.
super important, but
Completely
there's
agree.
ways to.
That is it.
It is. Mental health is very important. You kidding me?
You sure?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I'm
You can't live in
1,000%.
silence. And
This is
Yeah.
not the 1920s.
Yeah,
Okay?
you're
Did
not
not
my
work for them. It's
yeah.
not going to work for
You're
us.
not my
Yes.
my grandfather coming home from World War II, just holding it in for 30 years.
Speaking of, like, just on a tangent, but this is a really good song. Have you heard that song by oh my god, it's got Darius Rucker in it.
Oh,
It's about to be
Dak.
a man. Dak.
Dex.
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 Have you heard that song?
It's a great song.
Dude, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I listened to it, I'm like, wow, he just articulated everything I was thinking. as a
Every
dad
man
and a
goes
man.
through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep.
For those who haven't heard it, listen to it.
Is it Dex?
Pull it
or-
up.
Is it Dex or Dax?
Dax. I think it's Dax.
Dax, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely Darius Rucker. They collaborated. Yeah.
So wait, bringing this back.
Yeah.
I think the content you got to put out first off has to start from an authentic place. Period. You tell your story. If you're going through something new, talk about it. If you guys are building this business, it's about talking about what it's like to build a business. People love to see a journey from 0 to 100 because you feel like you're part of it. You
Yeah.
create this parasocial relationship where it's like, dude, I know you. Like, true story. Back when I was selling, I would post every single morning with Hunter. Maybe you saw it, right? I'd be like, Hunter be in his crib, and I'd be like, Hunter, good morning, buddy.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
No,
Dan.
the car, yeah,
the
yeah,
car,
yeah.
the car rides.
The car rides.
car
yes.
rides.
Which people would then message and they go, you know, that's really unsafe to do that. I'm like, look, I'm going 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. I would walk into Boxwoods Coffee. People would come up to me out of
that's in-
nowhere
that's
and
in
they
Westfield,
go,
by the
they
way.
go, hey, Hunter looked really fun this morning. And I
Boom.
go, weird.
Who are you?
Exactly, but that's exactly what I wanted.
Right,
Because you know what they asked after that? Yeah, anyway, man, how's the market?
Right.
Now we're in a real conversation.
Yeah,
Well, it's
it's
different. If you're looking to buy,
engaging-
sell,
it's
invest, or rent,
engaging.
each
Yeah,
part of the
yeah,
market
yeah.
is a different temperature right now.
Yeah.
My point is, it's got to be authentic. Number two, I think you start out by realizing that most people come to your page, they're at the top of the funnel. That means they have low intent to buy something from you, but they're interested. So your content should nurture. It should nurture them. It should say, listen, this is what I do. I'm going to answer a question that's pretty broad in the audience, right? For instance, if you're going to answer a question about real estate, it could be very broad as, what is attorney review?
Yeah.
Again, I'm getting really tactical right now.
Yeah.
But you do it in a way that perhaps you're just sitting talking to a camera. I think that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Realize people and consumers are trained. If you watch any commercial, count the number of times, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with this, count the number of times that something changes. A graphic,
The frame,
a
something.
frame,
Yeah.
anything. It's 3 to 5 seconds.
Yep.
So why not? If you're going to record a video about how to be, attorney review, why not do it when you're walking around your room? You can do it on your iPhone, right? You can use visual pattern interrupts, like pulling the phone up to your face. Do it in a way that keeps people's attention. Now that is there for people to see in perpetuity. You do this for a couple other topics. I always say, talk about what you know too, right? Right. Ryan Serhant,
Yeah.
my cousin,
Yeah.
right? He talks about your and. I'm a realtor, and I'm a dad, and I'm a drummer, and I'm over caffeinated, and I talk fast, and I curse a lot.
Yep.
Like, what's that and? Because that's what you got to talk about too.
Right.
People
'cause
love
you're
to
not
see
just-
your human side.
You're not just head coach. You're
Right.
not just lender. Not just real estate attorney. Like you're a dad. I'm a dad. You're
We're
a
all
dad.
dads, right?
Yeah.
That's huge. You know how many times I say, yeah, I'm a dad, and then all of a sudden now we're in a conversation about being a dad? It's not about real estate.
You're like, oh, how old? What?
Yeah.
Boys, girls? How
yeah,
old?
exactly.
Oh, damn. They're 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, you're in
Are
it,
they
dude.
doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 7 months? Ooh.
Oh, man.
I was there 10 months ago.
Miss Rachel. He loves Miss Rachel, though.
But that's where those conversations go. And then you're like, damn, oh, and then wait, what do you do? Oh, you coach? Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. You're a real estate
but
attorney?
but you're in real estate. Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. So we probably know a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
And now we start going back and forth. Now we're creating real relationships.
Oh, who are you with?
Coldwell Banker.
I do a ton of work with Coldwell Banker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How do you say the word? Coldwell Banker.
Coldwell Banker. Yeah.
Caldwell? Like the town?
No, like not near Montclair. Is Caldwell near Montclair? I see, man. I'm super
Kind of.
geographically challenged.
Down
Where'd you
Bloomfield
go to
Ave.
school, by the way?
I'll tell you what. I'm just
Which
gonna go.
school?
I'm just gonna go over
Do
here.
you see what we're
and
doing here,
I'll
though?
let
Like,
you
we've
two
created a
just-
real conversation. This
And by
might
the way,
be our conversation.
And by the way, this is how. Wait, no. Stop.
this is real.
This is how you network. By the way,
100%.
do not go to a chamber event and meet 35 million people and
Don't
just
you-
hand
don't-
out 35 million cards.
Don't you do that?
No, I don't. I go to chamber
annoys
events.
me
No.
so much.
I'm not knocking chamber events. Don't go to them with the intent of meeting 50 people, thinking someone's just going to call you because you give out a card. And this is all. Yeah, it's not social media, but it's all networking, right? And social media is, to me, a way to network.
Social
Your
networking?
yeah, right. So I kind of went off on a tangent there, but what we did is the authentic way to
Just
what we
how about say
discussed,
hi to somebody?
build a
Hey, how you
relationship.
doing?
No.
How's your day going?
Right. But
Right.
You don't go like the old school attorneys that I've worked with at various firms and say, or even worse, the people that have come up to me at these events to say, "Hey, what's your name? How you doing, John? Oh yeah, I'm Frank. I'm a roofer. You need your roof fixed, or like, do you have anyone that like needs their roof fixed? Like, no. Hey, I'm John. What's your name? Bill.
Hi,
Great
I'm a
to meet you,
human.
man. Like, what? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Let
maybe
me
you start
give you,
like, what
let
do
me
you
give
do?
you the
Yeah.
one question that's going to change your networking forever. It's going to feel super awkward to do it, but I promise you, it is going to get you such great relationships. So we walk up, right? And instead of saying, "Hey, I'm John," or "Hey, I'm a roofer," or "Hey, I'm an attorney," no, I walk up, "Hey, man, what's going on, John? I'm Drew. Nice to meet you, buddy. I'm John. Nice to meet you, buddy. Hey, man, I'm curious. I always ask this question because I love hearing stories. What's one thing you can't stop talking about right now? What's your answer, John?
Did you feel the earthquake?
Yeah, dude, that earthquake was crazy. I mean, no, but it was crazy
We
because
actually did it, yeah.
everybody is texting me about it.
you
Did you have
okay?
any family members? Is everybody okay?
Yeah, everyone's fine.
But you see, I just asked you one thing you can't stop talking about. Now, if I asked you, Ryan, the same question, you give me something different.
No,
And
I'd probably
any
talk
of you
about the
ask that
earthquake.
question, it'd be different.
Right.
But what's
See,
one thing you
you
can't
know what
stop
I
talking
ask?
about?
I ask, what are you binging lately?
Ooh, I
that's a
love
good one,
that
too.
one.
Yeah, what are you binge watching?
3-body problem.
Yeah, which I got on my
Why?
list now, thanks to you.
Why? I'm
I only have a 2-body problem. Why do you have 3?
I'm from Utah, so
Yo, dude, that is one of my favorite lines right there. Is that if I call up someone in my sphere that I haven't talked to in forever, and here's what I do: I say, "Hey, Ryan, what's going on, man? Hey, listen, I'm just thinking about you this morning. My wife and I were watching that Amazon show. I forgot the name of it, but you recommended it to me." Or you say, "Hey, listen, I was trying to figure out what that Netflix show that you recommended was. I forgot. It's got the 2 people. Anyway, I thought of you."
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
what's that person going to do? They're going to solve the puzzle for you. They're going to go, "Oh, do you mean two broke girls?" That's the show. Anyway, thinking about you, I couldn't figure out what show to watch. How are you? What's been keeping you busy?
Yeah.
you could have said Below Deck.
Below Deck. Yeah.
Below Deck's a great show.
Keeping up with
Unless-
the Kardashians.
Very scandalous.
Let's just be honest. I would have gotten on that yacht a million times over,
Same.
right?
Yeah.
I would have been like, what do they call it? Like a stew or a deckhand,
Yep.
right?
Both. I
Both.
think some of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they call it.
Then you got the chef,
The deckhand.
deckhand.
Yeah.
Yep. Or a
She said.
stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
we
of
can
them.
do it. But that's what it is, man. It's got to be authentic.
Yeah.
It's
No,
got to
I
be.
agree.
If you're going to tell a story about making gold or platinum, realize that consumers don't care. Instead,
Okay, that's fine. This is
But
all
hold
good.
on. But instead,
Yeah.
if you're going to say, "Listen, I made platinum," or "I made the highest echelon that there is," there's a story there. It's not transactional. It's like, "Hey, I did it."
Yeah.
No, it's like, "Listen, today I won this Oscar, and I just want to thank my mom, my dad."
Yeah, but
tell the story about winning that award.
oh, well, see,
I'm
I'd
a super
hear-
lawyer.
What's that?
Rising star. Super lawyer.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. You know why? Because everybody nowadays
It's like
You just
platinum.
invalidated John
Yeah.
No,
on
I
a
didn't.
podcast.
Yeah, he did.
I love-
Mental
just-
health
knows that.
matters.
So-
Hug the shit out right
No,
now.
but hold on.
matter.
But everybody talks
I
about
know.
their wins online by posting so many things.
Yeah.
That's why the you have the opportunity with the success and the win to be a little bit left or right of center and do it in a different way.
Yeah.
Rather than the way that everybody else is doing it, which is, here's my picture. I got this. I'm great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's why you should work with
Tell me how amazing I am.
All right, so hold on.
You know,
Yeah.
rather than, hey, you know what, I got this. So, you know, like you just said, right? It took, the amount of energy and effort it took to get here is completely unnoticed. I totally appreciate
Let's go
the
over
recognition.
something people don't think. They think they can do that, right? Which is
Yeah.
okay. And they get on there like, "So I just wanted to get on here today, and I wanted to tell you about this recent deal I did. It was it was great.
Yeah.
And it's like that. When the reality is, you just realize, and by the way, that was like my total Valley girl. I was trying to go for, right? Did
Sure.
you get that?
I feel bad for
Flipping
all
the
the
hair.
I feel bad for all the Valley girls.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
My point is, you just go right into it.
Yeah.
Don't start saying, I just wanted to get on here for a second. No, you didn't. You've been thinking about this for the past 20 hours.
Yes.
I was gonna say
no. I'm
days.
intentionally.
Yeah,
I'm
days,
intentionally.
months.
Yeah.
Instead, get on.
What
be
do you
like,
think is the? All right, go ahead. Will.
No,
you
just
might
get
do
on
it.
and just say it. Like, I just closed this deal. It was absolutely bonkers. Play a character. You be yourself, but be amplified. Ryan Serhant, sitting here next to us on this recording, is going to be amplified Ryan. But when he's at home with his gorgeous wife and baby, he's Ryan. He's just a person. Play a character. People relate to characters.
So it's just like all these TikTok influencers, and
They're not the same.
They're all playing a character.
Sure.
So you could talk it on them, and you
Right,
can
create
say
your
whatever you
character.
want.
Figure out what you want your character to be.
But that character's
figure out what your
working for them.
brand
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Figure out
100%.
who you are.
Yep.
Who you are is the authentic part.
Right.
Right.
And try
But
to
build off
create that social persona.
Yeah.
That you can be externally for people to engage with. Right. And
People look at you and they want to be entertained in this business.
Right.
Regardless if it's law, regardless if it's mortgage, cardiac surgery, they want to be entertained.
The more like mundane and boring your profession is to the outside world, like you're an attorney, the more creative you need to be.
Well, because
the more
here's what
the more you need
happens.
to
You
make
go
people
on
laugh,
social,
and provide the value of what you do in a different way.
Dude, you
but
follow
you just
Jefferson
scroll
Fisher?
through this stuff.
Look him up. I think I might have sent him to you at one point.
Jefferson Fisher, the personal injury attorney.
Yeah.
And
He's
he
got
doesn't talk anything
three-
about personal injury, but he
he's got
talks about,
3.5
hey, this is
million
how this is
followers.
how I would negotiate this,
Right.
or this is how I would. Hey, are you? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, listen, want to make sure you're not overlooked in an argument?
Right.
Try this.
That's what it is. Yep. Oh yeah.
Value.
And then
entertainment.
and then actually that's his account, and it ties into his law firm.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
And I bet you it funnels business right in.
I'm sure.
I'd love to know how to not get overlooked in a podcast.
Well, we both have
Well-
laps you can sit on, right?
Well, I felt that way on the last podcast, so
Turn around, fair
But-
play. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was good. That was really good.
this is fun, gentlemen. This is like
So
this authentic part is what people will lean into.
1,000% because we're
Right?
normal
Yeah.
people. We're not. You don't need to be polished.
Well,
you just don't be an asshole. Okay. I think that's pretty standard for anything you do.
I
in
don't
life.
see anybody on social media as being an asshole, but
I would
No,
find
I'm just saying. I'm just
you know,
saying. From
don't be
start there.
braggadocio. Is
But
what
then
I'm
how
trying
do you
to say.
how do you
To your
convert?
point.
Then okay, this is all well and good. We all know
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Be authentic, create good content. That's awesome. How do you convert?
You
that
have to
now?
provide value. No, what do I mean? That's not just what we were talking about in content creation. We're playing footsie. I'm sorry. They've
It's
been warned
okay.
twice. I stepped on it. I apologize.
It's fine.
Okay. Thank
They
you.
make cleaner
You
for
want me
that.
to kiss the ring?
Nope.
Okay.
John just likes the ankles.
Yeah. Ooh, nice and cold right now. Which I love, by the way. Don't turn it up. Thank you. Yeah. A room full of people here, guys. It's crazy.
Cracks me up. How do we convert
With
the
value.
content?
So here's what I mean, right? You want to move a conversation. If someone's down the funnel, let's just say they've watched some of your videos. I say it like this. You have a cul-de-sac content and you have drive-by content. Drive-by content is where it's like a great video and you just keep driving by. Cul-de-sac means I've got this great video here, this piece of content here, this piece of content here, this piece of content, and you're watching it. That comes from consistency, right? Property brothers in law, consistency.
Yep.
But the goal is to say, listen, I want you to leave the word, let's say, circle driveway. Leave it below and I'll send you the information. They send the information. Now I want to get that conversation off of an Instagram chat, or you can keep it there and try and get their email address. No, it is by no means am I telling people to gate content. Gate content means I'm not going to show you the pictures unless I get your email, because that's not how consumer behavior works. But instead, right, for instance, there's a group called the Dads of Westfield, right? We always talked about beer. We got together. Comment the word dad below, and I'll send you an invite to our beer tasting. And I get the beer tasting. All of a sudden, it's an email. I've got their email address. I provided value. You see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
That is converting a like into
Oh
a
yeah,
lead,
totally
into
right.
a person.
Yeah.
And
You're
it's
creating
all-
a call to action.
100%. But the
Yeah,
call to action
yeah.
has to be authentic, right?
Yeah,
It
for
can't
sure.
just be like, text the word home value below to get your home value. And all of a sudden, like, see how I got Shem Wow for a second?
Yes.
Text home value, because next thing you know, I'm going to send you a link to a pre-populated form, and it's all going to be robotic and bullshit.
Right.
And it's
Right.
not going to give you the value because now I have to call you.
Yep.
So let's
No,
say,
that's not
all
what consumers want.
right. So let's say you're someone who had tried on your own the content thing, trying to convert likes to leads, right? Whatever. Do you start from scratch? What do you do?
What do
So
you mean?
you have a page. You've put content out. It hasn't really worked that great for you. What do you
Who are
do?
who are you trying to reach first?
All right. So let's say for us, right? We're ideally consumers. I'd love to be consumer direct, right? But I also need to have the relationship with the realtor
Right.
because that's very important to me. Yeah.
So like you just consumer direct, the realtor.
Investors.
You're
yeah.
investors. You're naming like country size targets.
Right.
Instead, why don't we make this real simple? We want our contact. We know our vibe attracts our tribe. We do business with people we know, like, and trust, right? So if we know that, why don't we just start marketing to ourselves as the target audience? Market to yourself in the past. What things did you need to know? Market to yourself in the future. What things will you need to know?
Yeah.
And do it in a way that you would watch it and you'd go like, it's actually kind of interesting. Like we're talking right now.
Right.
Instead of saying, okay, I got to put out stuff for realtors. I got to put out stuff for investors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
like
gonna
doing
beat your
surgery
head
with a
into a
scalpel
ground.
versus
No,
a
well, that's
sledgehammer.
right.
But instead, I want
Exactly.
you to try and
Yeah.
put out something that you would look and be like, I'd watch this.
Right.
That resonates with me.
Right.
So actually tangibly think, what are the problems in the past that I didn't know the answers to?
Right.
How can I answer that in my content?
Okay.
Put that out there. 7 days goes by. On the 9th day, go back and check your analytics. How's your engagement? Likes are bullshit, right? It's a vanity number.
That's just
I could
because,
get you
like-
2,000 likes right now, Ryan, and you'd be like, cool, thank you.
Yeah, no, I
It's a
don't want
vanity.
likes. I want
I
engagement.
want engagement.
Yeah.
I want shares.
Right.
Right. I want people to comment.
Yes.
And I want real comments.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm sees
You know
that
what?
and it boom,
You know what
bumps it up.
comments I hate? Like, hey, can we share this for you? And it's like,
Yeah. Share this on NewJerseyPost.org.
yeah, New Jersey family.
And that's how I read it when I see it.
I know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but all
Okay.
right. So let's just say, like, take me for instance.
Good.
All right, been posting. Do you start from scratch? Meaning, like, do you tear down?
No, you do not tear down anything. Because people love to see an evolution of content.
Right. Well, that's
Yeah.
but I think that's an important question because I feel like there's people out there that would be like, you know, it's not perfect. I need to just scrape away everything on my page and restart.
No.
I feel like there's people out there that do that.
I agree with you. And they're just like, oh, no, I need to create a whole new page. No, you don't.
No.
How about for the next 30 days? You just make a list of 30 questions you would ask your younger self would ask your older self.
And I think it's like any journey, right? Whether you're on a weight loss journey, a content creation journey, it's like you get to look back and see, damn, I was that fat, or damn, I posted that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
What was I thinking? Oh
Just
my
like,
God.
what was
look
I-
at Glenda
yeah.
Baker, right?
Yeah.
Glenda Baker
Yeah.
is like the name in real estate.
Yeah.
She's been selling since Jesus was a baby. Look at some of her old stuff, posts from the Porsche.
Yeah.
They weren't great.
Yeah,
But that's why we start.
but it's cool to see the growth.
But I love coming at it from this perspective of what, if I'm target marketing to somebody, I want to target market to myself because I want to attract people that are like me. I want to do business with people I know, like, and trust. My vibe attracts my tribe.
Right, and then branch out from there.
Of course.
Right,
But
right.
the thing is, if you're trying to market to yourself, you're going to be pulling in this entire sphere of people
Yeah,
into
yeah.
your audience that
Yep.
aren't you, but may be like you.
Right.
Progress, not perfection.
100% all the time.
Just do it. Get out there and do it.
People try
Just
to be
start.
too perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
And like
authentic.
you said, you think about it way too
provide
much.
value.
What was that? What? Yeah, her question. So the question she just had for those, there's a whole bunch of people here. The question she just had was, how can we use things like Answer the Public and ChatGPT and Claude
Answer
to
the-
help
Yeah.
you target some of your messages? Great question. So yes, it can help you target your marketing. For instance, if you say, like, pick your favorite client, Ryan, who's your favorite client you've ever worked with?
Oh, you want the answer?
Well, I mean, you don't have to give the name. You can just picture them in your
Bob.
mind. Bob.
Bob. It's my favorite client too, Bob.
Bob, right? It's like an investor client, maybe a little easier. Go to LinkedIn. Go pull off their LinkedIn profile in a PDF. So cool. Upload that PDF to ChatGPT and say, hey, this was my favorite client I ever worked with. I want you to behave like you are an expert in communication, an expert in marketing. Use this as the starting point to create me a buyer persona. I want to know everything about him. I want you to fill in the details of his psychographics, what he likes to do, what mediums I should communicate, what messages will resonate with him. And it's going to give you everything.
Yeah.
Then you're going to take that and you're going to use that. You're not starting from scratch. You're going to use that to create 30 days of posts.
See, there you go.
And that's
Yeah.
the pro, right? You have to make sure you have the
I would
pro.
do the pro, 100%. You can't upload things unless you use the pro. I
Right.
Now, you use Gemini at all or no?
do not.
So you use
I use
ChatGPT
Chat. I
and Claude.
use Claude. I use something called Grok.
Grok
Yeah.
is
Not
isn't Grok X?
yeah, but not Elon Musk Grok.
Oh,
Right. NVIDIA is the company that makes the chips, the GPUs. Right. That's why their stock price is so high right now. There's a company named GROQ that is creating a direct competitor, but they also have an AI.
Got it.
And their AI is 100 times faster than anything else. Right. And then I've got a couple of them open: Llama, Cohere, all these different platforms. You get a different response for each one.
Yeah, of course. Very
But using AI to work smarter and harder.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you again.
Dude, this was fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, awesome.
fun.
Amazing stuff.
We'll do it again.
We'll
Great
definitely-
questions, guys, by the way.
We'll definitely do it again, for sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, till
That's a
next
wrap.
time.
Till next time.
Peace.